What's up YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we are now on the road of 500 subs. Who knows, maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer. Only time will tell. But as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a Piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners at Collector Store. Excuse me. On the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of this set. But it wouldn't be the first time that I pulled a collector's rare, because I also pulled this. Freshly pulled out of my Genesis Impact box opening that I did last year is a collector's rare B-Cop from the Underworld. This thing is absolutely beautiful. The centering on the back is a bit off from top to bottom, as you guys could probably tell, but honestly, it really doesn't make much of a damn, because I am going to be getting this card graded, but I never came up with a good opportunity to do so. But with that being said, if you guys want to see these boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because more than 80% of you guys, literally over 80% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys aren't even subscribed. So if you guys are watching the content, and you like the content, and you want more of the content, and you're new to this channel, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which basically is today's video, which is this. Among the card as it sits now, what are your guys' predictions for this year's Royal Rumble? Let me know down in the comments below, because today's video, that is exactly what we are going to be talking about. My predictions for the Royal Rumble, which starts up the road to WrestleMania 40. Inside the Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And honestly, looking at this card, it's pretty stacked, but it's one of the but it's literally, this is one of the shortest match cards we have had for a Royal Rumble in history. Like, this is absolutely nuts. Think about this. Two titles defended, and not one, but two Royal Rumble matches. One for the men, one for the women. I feel like as if that there needs to be at least one more to make this perfect. Like, the best way to make this card perfect is if Io Sky were to defend the WWE Women's title against whoever. Could be, I would say Bianca Belair, but she's already competing in the Women's Royal Rumble match, so maybe against someone like Michin, maybe, or maybe Zelina Vega. I don't fucking know. But I will say this: looking at this card, this is gonna be nasty, because because this year's because the two Royal Rumble matches there have only been a select few who have already declared their spot. Becky Lynch, Nia Jax, Bianca Belair, Bayley, Shinsuke Nakamura, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre. They've all declared their spot for the Royal Rumble. So at this point now, we don't know who else is going to enter. We don't know who else will be in it. Because at this point, anything is possible. For all we know, and even Hulk Hogan said it best on Raw, we might even see Hall of Famers join in on the party. And Hogan being in that Royal Rumble match, it's possible. It's possible. I mean, sure, it'll be funny. It'll be funny if he wins. If he wins the Rumble, because if he did win the Rumble, he would have to choose between either Roman Reigns or Seth freaking Rollins. And they're both top caliber elite superstars, which I don't know. And even also as well, Gunther. Even also, Gunther. He's declared. He's in it as well. The possibilities are out there, you guys. Even also the New Day. Knowing Kofi Kingston, he will jump to be in the Royal Rumble match. No doubt about it. Because when it comes to the Royal Rumble, even you guys know, the possibilities are out there. We don't know who's gonna be in it, who's gonna make their triumphant return, and at this point, we don't really know who's gonna win it because there have only been a small batch of people who had declared their spot. So at this point, obviously the odds-on favorites for the men's side are definitely gonna be Gunther, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, and Damian Priest, hands down. And the reason why I say it's Damian Priest is because of two things. Number one is the fact that he still holds the men's Money in the Bank briefcase. Which brings me to my second point. If he were to win the Royal Rumble and go on to WrestleMania to challenge Seth freaking Rollins for the world heavyweight title, he has two shots of becoming champion. So if he were to lose against Seth freaking Rollins by way of his Royal Rumble opportunity, he can still use the Money in the Bank briefcase and he walks out champion either way. Which honestly, that's a pretty nasty way to have your WrestleMania moment, pretty much. Now, as far as Gunther goes, I could totally see Gunther versus Seth freaking Rollins. That would be a crazy matchup. I mean, think about this. The only other time in WWE history that a world title and a mid-card title were defended in the same match in the main event of WrestleMania was WrestleMania 6 in Toronto. Think about that, you guys. Think about that. That was what, 34 years ago? 34 years ago. Think about that. 34 years ago. Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior. So think about that, you guys. Think about that. History could potentially repeat itself. Only time will tell. CM Punk is definitely, again, given the fact that he hasn't wrestled in WWE in 10 years, Ring rust could play a huge factor in this matchup, but Cody Rhodes is one of the biggest odds-on favorites to win, because him finishing the story against Roman Reigns, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. But at this point, anybody can win it. So as far as who I think is gonna win the men's and the women's Royal Rumble matches, I can't pick. You cannot predict who wins it unless we get down to the final four. So as far as who I think is gonna be in the final four, I'll say Gunther, CM Punk, Carmelo Hayes, and CM Punk. I think that's gonna be the final four on the men's side. On the women's side, I'll say Bayley, Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan, if she returns to WWE, and Shayna Baszler. I think Shayna Baszler, and I say that because what was it, 2020? Yeah. Was it 20? Yeah, 2020. She was in the final two with Charlotte Flair and got eliminated by the Queen, only for the Queen to defeat Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania in a building full of nothing, because what the hell are health issues? Anyway, that being said, yeah, that's who I think is going to be in the final four. Not sure if that will be the case, but we will have to see. But the other two matches on the card, the first one up is Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens for the United States title. Here's the thing. This rivalry goes back literally 3 years. 2021 WrestleMania. It was crazy. It was crazy, you guys, because Kevin Owens battled Sami Zayn inside Raymond James Stadium. What was it, on night one, I think? Hang on. I think it was night one of WrestleMania. Let's see. No, it was night two of WrestleMania. Night two of WrestleMania. Kevin Owens was able to miraculously somehow defeat Sami Zayn, and it was a crazy matchup. Absolutely crazy. Hit him with the stunner, and Logan Paul thought it was a good idea to raise Kevin Owens' hand, and Logan Paul got a stunner for his trouble. And now it all comes full circle, because think about this. They were in Florida. Guess where they were in Tampa, Florida. Guess where Tropicana Field is? Yeah, you guessed it, Tampa, Florida. So it all comes full circle for these two gentlemen, and honestly, this is a bit of an interesting matchup, because you have Logan Paul, who's more of a hybrid athlete. You know, he can do aerial moves when he needs to. He can go. Excuse me. He can do the power game when he needs to. Brawl. He can go the brawling game if he needs to. And also we saw him pull off a couple of submission holds against guys the likes of Roman Reigns and Seth freaking Rollins. So he's pretty much an all-around superstar, where as opposed to Kevin Owens, he has the power game, the aerial game, and the brawling game all rolled into one WWE superstar that is named Kevin Owens. So different contrasts of styles, and honestly, I can't wait for this matchup, because when you think about Kevin Owens and the United States title, one thing comes into mind: Kevin Owens being, proclaiming himself as the new face of America. If you guys remember that gimmick, it was interesting. I will say that it was a bit interesting, but nowadays, especially since Kevin Owens Kevin Owens got, had become tag team champions with Sami Zayn at last year's WrestleMania. Kevin Owens has been more humble. Not only has he been more humble, but he's also been, from what we've seen, he's been a bit more patient, but he still has that hothead mentality. And one of his new t-shirts says, I don't have an anger problem, I have an idiot problem. And I think Logan Paul might just fit the category of Kevin Owens having an idiot problem, because Logan Paul, don't get me wrong, Logan Paul has all the tools, he's got all the potential, and the United States title is definitely proof that hard work does pay off 100%, aside from how he became champion. But if Kevin Owens can somehow isolate Logan Paul from his goons, as in get rid of the brass knucks, get rid of the goons, get rid of all that shit, I have no doubt in my mind that Kevin Owens could potentially walk out as the United States champion. But there's been a lot of rumors going around that Logan Paul could potentially be taking the title into WrestleMania in Philly, which it'll be interesting to say the very least. But my money is on Kevin Owens. If I was a betting man, I would predict Kevin Owens. I think with the experience that Kevin Owens has, and with how much more wiser he's been the last like couple years or so, I think that's what's gonna get him to becoming a four-time United States champion. Think about that. He's a 3-time champion. That's insane. That is insane. So he could potentially become the United States champion, and I'm hoping for it, but we will have to see what happens. But now we move into what could potentially be the main event of the Royal Rumble. Now you would think it would be one-on-one. Nope, it's a fatal 4-way. Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, LA Knight, and Randy Orton in a fatal 4-way for the undisputed Universal title. This is the first time since Roman Reigns has been champion, this is the first time that the odds are no longer in his favor. Because now it's a fatal 4-way. If it was a triple threat, it wouldn't be so bad, because of the fact that Roman Reigns would just have Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa just beat down 2 guys just for Roman Reigns to stack them and pin them. But this time it's different, because all 3 men, AJ Styles, LA Knight, and Randy Orton, all want to fight Roman Reigns. But here's where things get even more interesting. AJ Styles wants to fight LA Knight because of the fact that LA Knight took AJ's spot teaming with John Cena at Fastlane, in which honestly I was as big of a fan as I am of LA Knight, I was hoping it would be Cena and Styles because we've seen them battle each other numerous times over the years. But Fastlane would have been the first time that we would have seen those two team up. That right there is the ultimate dream team right there, hands down. But it was not meant to be. No thanks to the Bloodline, and LA Knight stepped up, plain and simple. And LA Knight was given the shot at Roman Reigns and the Undisputed title. And what happened? Jimmy Uso happened. Randy Orton is back, and he wants to fight Roman Reigns because the Bloodline took 18 months off of his career. Now he wants to take everything from Roman Reigns. You got too many combustible elements in this matchup, but if you really think about it, excuse me, if you really think about it, and you think about Roman Reigns as champion, he's only been in, literally, get this, he's only been in 2 triple threat matches. Yeah, he's only been in 2 triple threat matches. The first one was when he initially became champion by defeating Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt. Rest his soul. And the second was WrestleMania inside Raymond James Stadium against both Edge and Daniel Bryan. So think about that. Every other match he's been in, 1-on-1. Steel cage matches, Hell in a Cell, Extreme Rules, Last Man Standing, Falls Count Anywhere. He's been in so many different match types, even just typical 1-on-1 straight up. But this is the first time where Roman Reigns' run as the undisputed champion has been in some serious jeopardy. But let's also not forget, Damian Priest has the Money in the Bank briefcase. That puts Roman Reigns' chances of walking out of Tropicana Field as champion pretty low. The chances are pretty low. But knowing Roman Reigns, he's going to rely on the Bloodline to bail him out, and Roman Reigns is going to win. Let's just be real on that. Let's just keep it real. Roman Reigns is going to win. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to predict Roman Reigns. Why? Because of the Bloodline. Plain and simple. Not much else to say about that, honestly. But I will say this. 4 matches on the card. All 4 of them are going to be bangers. Can't wait for this Saturday. But with that being said, guys, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more premium live event predictions and results in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.